Good morning, students. In our previous class, we studied that how sound is produced in humans. So let's start the remaining part of this chapter. Our next topic is we hear sound through our ears. So the shape of our outer part of the ear is like a funnel, and when the sound enters it travels down in a canal at the end of which is a thin stretch membrane, and that is called eardrum. Eardrum is perform an important function. So how the eardrum is work, we understand it by this simple activity. For this, if we take a plastic or tin can and if we cut it end and stretch a piece of rubber balloon across the one end of can, and we fasten it with a rubber band, and if we put 4 or 5 grains or a dry scissors on the stretch rubber, and if we ask any other, and you can ask to your friend to speak hooray hooray means any loud sound from the open end, and what do you observe? What will happen to the grains? We observe that the grains jump up and down. Why this has happened? This is due to the vibration produced by human during during the loud speaking. So we can say the eardrum is like a stretch rubber sheet, and the sound vibration make the eardrum vibrate, and the eardrum send vibration to the inner ear. From there the signal goes to the brain, and that is how we hear. You can see this is the picture of your internal ear, and this part is eardrum and this one is inner ear. So we never put a sharp pointed or hard thing into our ear because it can damage our eardrum, and if the eardrum are damaged, we can impair hearing. We are not able to hear. Our next topic is amplitude, time period and frequency of a vibration. We have learned that the to and fro motion of an object is known as vibration. What is vibration? The to and fro motion of an object is known as vibration, and that is also known as oscillatory motion. So the number of oscillatory in a per second is called as frequency. Frequency of oscillation. What is frequency? The number of oscillation per second, and the frequency is expressed in hertz, and its symbol is Hz. A frequency of 1 hertz is 1 oscillation per second, and if an object oscillates 20 times in 1 second, so its frequency is 20 hertz. You can recognize many familiar sound without seeing the object that is producing sound. So how it is possible? The sound must be different to enable you to recognize them. So what are the factors behind them? The factor that is behind them are amplitude and frequency. They are two important properties of any sound. So how can we differentiate sound on the basis of their amplitude and frequency? For this, we can understand it by an activity. For this, if we take a metallic tumbler and a tablespoon, if we strike the tablespoon gently at the brim of the tumbler, we hear the sound produced. Now we bang the spoon on the tumbler. Bang means if we strike it hardly, and if we hear the sound that produce, the sound is louder when the tumbler is struck hard. Now we suspended a small thermocol ball that is touching the rim of the tumbler, and vibrate the tumbler by striking it. We can see how far the ball is displaced, and the displacement of the ball is a measure of the amplitude of vibration of the tumbler. If we strike the tumbler gently and then little harder, and if we compare the amplitude of vibration of the tumbler in both cases, in which case the amplitude is larger. So we will find that in a second case, in a second time, the amplitude of the vibration is larger than the first case. So the loudness of sound is proportional to the square of the amplitude of the vibration that is producing the sound. For example, if the amplitude become twice, the loudness is increased by the factor of 4. So we can express the loudness in a decibel, that is dB. Here is the table, that is there are some sound that is coming from the various sources, like the normal breathing is in a 10 decibel, that is very faint sound, very soft sound. If we talking in a soft whisper, that sound is 30 decibel, that is faint. Normal conversation, that is 60 decibel sound, that is moderate sound. And the busy traffic, that is 70 decibel, that is loud sound. And the noise of the factory, that is 80 decibel, and it is very loud sound. But about the 80 decibel, the noise becomes physically painful. So the loudness of sound depends on its amplitude. For this activity, we can understand that the loudness of sound, that is depend on its amplitude. When the amplitude of vibration is large, the sound produces loud. And when the amplitude is small, the sound produced is feeble, or we can say it is lower sound, less sound. So if we compare the sound of baby with an adult, if there is any difference, so even if two sound are equally loud, they are different in some way. So how can we define it? The frequency that is determine the shrillness or a pitch of a sound. If the frequency of vibration is higher, we see that the sound is shrill and its pitch has a higher. And if the frequency of vibration is low, we say that the sound has a lower pitch. For example, if the drum vibrate with a low frequency, therefore it produces a low pitch sound. On the other hand, a whistle that has high frequency, therefore it's produce a sound that is higher pitch. A bird makes a high pitch sound, whereas a lion makes a low pitch roar. However, the roar of a lion is very loud, while the sound of the bird is quite feeble. So in an everyday life, you hear the voice of children and adults. So how can you differentiate in their voice? You can say that the frequency of the voice of a child is higher than the adult. So the voice of a woman also has a high frequency than that of a man. Our next topic is audible and inaudible sound. We know that we need a vibrating body for the producing sound. So can we hear the sound of all vibrating bodies? In fact, the sound of frequency that is less than 20 vibration per second, or you can say 20 hertz, that cannot be detected by the human ear. Again, I explain the sound of frequency less than about 20 vibration means 20 hertz, that cannot be detected by us. That's why we are not able to hear this sound, and this sound are known as inaudible sound. On the other hand, the sound of frequency that is higher than and that is about 20,000 vibration per second, or you can say 20 kilohertz, that are also not audible to the human ear. So for human ear, the range of audible frequency is roughly from 20 to 20,000 hertz. But if the frequency is higher than 20,000 vibration, we are not able to hear it. It is very loud for us. But some animal that can hear sound, that is the frequency is 20,000 hertz. Like a dog, that dog have ability. That's why the police use the high frequency whistle when dog can hear but human cannot. And the ultrasound equipment, that is also familiar to us, that is also used for the investigation and tracking many medical problems that are work at frequencies that are higher than 20,000 hertz. So the remaining part of this chapter we will take in a next video.